What if the government secretly experimented on thousands of people without their consent? What if scientists tried to control human minds using drugs, hypnosis, and psychological torture? And what if those experiments actually happened? This is the disturbing story of Project MKUltra, one of the most controversial and secretive programs ever conducted by the Central Intelligence Agency. For decades, the program remained hidden, but when the truth finally surfaced, it shocked the world. The Cold War fear that started it all. To understand MKUltra, we have to go back to the early years of the Cold War. During this period, the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a global struggle for power. But the battlefield wasn't just nuclear weapons. It was the human mind. American intelligence officials believed their enemies were developing techniques to control thoughts, manipulate memories, and force prisoners to reveal secrets. Reports suggested that communist countries were experimenting with psychological conditioning and brainwashing. The fear was simple, but terrifying. What if the enemy could control your mind? And that fear triggered one of the most bizarre research programs in history. The birth of MKUltra. In 1953, the CIA officially launched Project MKUltra. The project was approved by CIA Director Allen Dulles. Its mission was shocking: to develop mind control techniques that could manipulate human behavior. Scientists were given almost unlimited freedom to explore any method they believed might influence the brain, and the experiments quickly became extreme. One of the main substances used in MKUltra experiments was lysergic acid diethylamide, commonly known as LSD. At the time, LSD was a newly discovered psychedelic drug that caused powerful hallucinations and altered perception. CIA researchers believed LSD might be the perfect tool for mind control. They wanted to know, could LSD force someone to reveal secrets? Could it erase memories? Could it make someone easier to manipulate? To find out, they began testing the drug on people, often without their knowledge. Experiments without consent. Many participants in MKUltra experiments had no idea they were part of a government project. Some were prisoners, psychiatric patients, military personnel, hospital patients, even ordinary civilians in some cases. People were secretly given LSD in drinks at bars or restaurants. One infamous CIA operation involved agents running safe houses where unsuspecting individuals were lured inside and unknowingly dosed with drugs. Hidden cameras recorded their reactions. The goal was to observe how LSD affected behavior, decision-making, and psychological vulnerability. But the results were often chaotic and dangerous. Some subjects experienced severe paranoia. Others suffered psychological breakdowns, and some never fully recovered. MKUltra research didn't stop at drugs. Scientists also experimented with hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, sleep deprivation, electroshock therapy. In some tests, subjects were kept awake for days. In others, they were exposed to extreme psychological stress. Researchers wanted to see how far the human mind could be pushed before it broke. They hoped to discover methods that could erase memories, implant suggestions, or control behavior. But many experiments crossed serious ethical boundaries, and the consequences were devastating. One of the most mysterious incidents connected to MKUltra involved Frank Olson. Olson was a biochemist working with the CIA. In 1953, during a meeting with colleagues, he was secretly given LSD without his knowledge. Days later, Olson suffered a severe psychological crisis. Shortly afterward, he fell from the window of a New York hotel and died. The official ruling was suicide. But decades later, investigations raised serious doubts. Some researchers believe Olson may have been silenced because he wanted to expose the program. To this day, his death remains one of the darkest mysteries surrounding MKUltra. By the early 1970s, public scrutiny of intelligence agencies was increasing. Government officials began asking questions about secret programs. In 1973, CIA Director Richard Helms ordered the destruction of most MKUltra documents. Thousands of files were shredded. The goal was simple: erase the evidence. But not everything disappeared. Some documents survived in financial records and misfiled archives. Those remaining files would soon reveal the truth. In 1975, the U.S. Senate launched an investigation known as the Church Committee. The committee examined secret CIA operations. During the investigation, evidence of MKUltra surfaced. The revelations were shocking. The public learned that the CIA had conducted experiments on thousands of people without consent. The program had involved over 150 different research projects at universities, hospitals, and institutions. Many researchers didn't even know they were working for the CIA. For the first time, the world saw how far intelligence agencies had gone in the name of national security. Even today, MKUltra remains one of the most controversial intelligence programs in history. Many questions remain unanswered. How many people were affected? What experiments were never documented? And how many records were destroyed forever? Because so many files were erased, the full truth may never be known. But MKUltra changed how governments approach human experimentation. It also led to stricter rules about research ethics and informed consent. Yet the story still raises an uncomfortable question. How far should governments go in the pursuit of power and security? Project MKUltra wasn't science fiction. It was real. It involved secret drugs, psychological experiments, and thousands of unsuspecting people. And while it began during the paranoia of the Cold War, its legacy still echoes today. Because once we know that such experiments happened, we have to ask, could something like this ever happen again?